And I think this kind of racing gets in your blood. I mean, once you start doing it, you're hooked on it. Of course, I miss my wife and my son and daughter that are sitting at home right now and can't be here, but you know, you just get this passion to want to go out and try to win this race, and you have to do it. After last year, this week has been just a walk in the park. We've had such good things happen to us. Everything's worked out for, you know, tuning has gone well, and the car's testing's been great. Qualifying was excellent. Winning the pole was really a neat feeling, and yeah, I mean, it's been just a perfect week, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
Finishing races, you know, that's not necessarily why I'm here. I'm not here to finish the King of the Hammers race. I want to finish, and I want to finish in the top. This year was a little different. You know, we looked at the course, we pre-ran it and said, you know what, if we can finish this race, this would be a very big accomplishment. So to finish the race and to finish in the top 10, we were 6th place. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, obviously I'd like to have done better and had a few things go a little better throughout the race. But it was definitely an accomplishment to finish, and finished well.
We were able to come back and win the national championship for 2012 and the Western Series as well. And we got a lot of time on the car, and it's proven. And we prepped the car; it's 100% ready to go, and I'm ready to go. And it's been a good week. We've just been out here pre-running a little bit, and just making sure that we're ready to do what we need to do.
This is by far the hardest course. It's, you know, I think too many people complained and said the rocks weren't hard enough, and then the other people were complaining saying the desert wasn't hard enough. So, you know, Dave Cole went off and kind of stuck it to us and said, you know, we'll see if you can handle this. So got a brand new car this year. Been racing out here for 4 years now. This is the biggest race of the year. We're having a great time. It's going to be a very hard test.
Put a lot of work into this stuff, so when you win a race, you know, or especially a national championship, you get a lot of payback for all that work you put in, and there's nothing more rewarding than you know, getting that goal accomplished.
Racing, and we're down here at Hampton Downs for the final round of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship, and last round also of the Time Attack Series. There's such a wide variety of bits and pieces happening at this event. So you've got your gymkhana, you've got Time Attack, you've got your drifting, your heli comp, which is something a bit different. Yeah, it's been a great event. The car's a crowd favourite, so it's really awesome to touch base with all the supporters. Been giving away heaps of cool prizes this weekend, including burger fuel vouchers and also a Sony Explode head deck. I'm lucky enough to have Jono Lester down here. He's going to be doing some driver mentoring with me this season. So Jono's going to jump in the driver's seat and show me what the car can really do, and I'm going to learn a lot off him.
Yeah, man, I've just got back to NZ from Japan. Had a last-minute drive come up for the year, racing with the Mercedes SLS, the Gullwing over in Japan. Man, I was expecting to have a year doing very little driving, so pretty awesome. It's gone really well up there, but I thought I'd come out to Hamptons today and check out the drifting and the time attack, and offered to give Kat a hand and ended up getting roped into having a drive. So we're going to head out with Kat riding shotgun in a minute and have a play and see what this thing can do and give her a bit of a hand in the process to improve her driving. She told me to thrash it. Thrash it. But I don't thrash cars.
And it's on camera too now.
Yeah, it's on camera.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd like it to come back in one piece.
As soon as it drops, we're on a rampage. Bubbles popping off before you know it. This rebel in the sky.
Racing has had its ups and downs this event, but it's been good because it's been a learning curve, and we've been able to we'll be able to prepare better for the season ahead. We've been blowing off intercooler plumbing, so I had to scrub off a couple of sessions. My best session out was actually the first one up on the Friday, and did a PB around the track, so pretty stoked with that, but we're going to learn a lot off Jono, so it's going to be great.
Hey Simon, we're picking them up, turning the cycle. Everybody rock this in the house.
If you want to get the performance, ride comfort, safety, and tread wear that you expect your tires to deliver, start by investing in a quality engineered tire. A key factor in tire quality is uniformity. It's the measure of how even and round a tire is manufactured. A tire with good uniformity of construction can help achieve one of the most important aims of any tire design: even weight distribution. Imperfections in weight distribution can significantly affect the vehicle's overall ride and handling characteristics. One type of imbalance, called static, creates a vertical vibration or hop. The other type of imbalance, called dynamic, creates a side-to-side vibration or wobbling. By properly balancing the tire and wheel combination, it is possible to counteract the forces that cause the vibration. Balancing tires and wheels will minimize the forces that cause vibration and harshness in your vehicle. When balancing a tire, a technician places counterweights on the wheel to offset any imbalance. By spinning the wheel and tire at high speed during the dynamic balance procedure, the technician is able to determine precisely how much counterweight is needed and where on the wheel to place the weights. Many of today's wheel designs necessitate unique wheel weight placement to achieve both precise balance and aesthetic appeal. Your tire dealer will inform you of the best method for your wheel type. The balancing procedure creates virtually equal weight and force distribution, eliminating vibration from the wheel and tire assembly. Considering the cost of new tires, Having your tires and wheels balanced periodically is a small investment that pays big dividends immediately and over the life of your tires. Even if you can't noticeably feel the vibrations, they can be present at minute levels. A number of factors, such as tires that are not properly inflated or regularly rotated, conspire to cause uneven tread wear. This, in turn, can create an imbalance that generates vibration from your tires. The balancing procedure takes only a few minutes and should be done anytime you buy a new set of tires, rotate your tires, or experiencing sensations of vibrations from your vehicle. Even after you've had your tires balanced by your local tire experts, care must be taken during daily driving to avoid incidents that can cause your tires and wheels to become unbalanced. For instance, a hard skid when braking can cause a tire to flat spot, creating a tire that's no longer round and therefore more likely to vibrate. Aggressive braking and acceleration, which are sometimes called for during emergency maneuvers, can also result in tire rim slippage that will affect the balance. A bent wheel or counterweights falling off the wheel will also cause your tires to become unbalanced. When combined with proper wheel alignment, tire rotation, and correct air pressure inflation, a balanced tire and wheel will help ensure that your tires ride smoothly and wear evenly over time. A well-balanced wheel and tire isn't just a matter of comfort, it's a matter of safety. You'll feel a more precise, accurate steering response from a vehicle that has properly balanced wheels and tires.
The Dune Grappler Desert Terrain has a unique flame tread pattern that was designed for both on-road comfort and off-road performance. By utilizing computer simulation technology, the Dune Grappler's tread block arrangement decreases noise commonly associated with aggressive tires, while still providing a traction-oriented pattern for off-road use. The Dune Grappler has outstanding key features for desert terrain performance. Off-road traction is delivered with an intermediate void ratio, contributing to performance in loose gravel and sand. 3-ply polyester sidewall construction and sidewall lugs that aid in puncture resistance. Dune Grappler's 3D grooving and tapered tread blocks reduce tread movement and minimize pattern noise. Select sizes are available in higher load ratings to meet heavy-duty light truck demands. With a combination of superior on-road manners, off-road traction, and durability, the Dune Grappler Desert Terrain is tough both on and off the pavement. Nitto Dune Grappler, available at a Nitto tire dealer near you.
I wanted to bring the sport to the people, so for us to do it in the CBD is just massive, not only just for myself, for the sport, but for Auckland itself, for its first ever motorsport event.
On the 8th of December, a full road closure was effected on Victoria Street West in the Auckland CBD for Red Bull drift shifters. The brainchild of Mike Widett, it was to be the world's first drift competition judged entirely electronically.
To be able to take out any human error, any sort of associated politics that comes with any judge sport, and to be able to execute a scoring system that electronically will pick up and gauge exactly how fast the car is going, exactly how much angle it is pulling, and exactly how close and the proximity to the clipping points and zones is going to make Red Bull drift shifters. The driver's first glance of the track will be the walk in the morning. When they're walking, they're going to be looking at the surface of the road, obviously to see how much traction they're going to get, how much commitment they can throw the car, and how fast. They're going to be looking for all the combos. That's going to be the key element, to find the smooth line that's going to, gain obviously all the combos and be able to tally up the most points.
I got a good idea for like the layout. I just need to figure out how long it takes to get the car around the course, and should be able to do pretty good, I think.
It's technical. It's going to be a lot of planning, trying to get the points and be smart where you're going. It's not just kind of freestyling, because you got to try to nail all those clipping points, the sensors, so you get the combos and stuff. Get that all added up and try to win the competition.
The quality we have for Red Bull drift shifters is world class. It's fierce. I've hand selected 8 of the best from New Zealand. We then moved to 3 internationals. We have the best from Japan, Europe and USA. Daigo Saito, Japanese champion, also been a USA, recently won the USA Championship. Sammy Hubinett from Sweden, he's won the Formula Drift Championship 2 years in a row. Factory backed by Mopar, big American muscle type vehicle. And then we also have Matt Powers from USA, consistent podium getter in the Formula Drift Championship that runs throughout USA.
Having battled through the qualifiers and quarterfinals, Fang Adan, Mike Widett, Sammy Hubinett and Matt Powers squared off in the semis after the surprise elimination of Japan's Daigo Sato. With an extra 10 seconds on the course, each driver was forced to rethink their lines and strategy. In a brilliant display of driving, Sammy Hubinett and Matt Powers banked the top scores to face each other in the final, with Fang Adan securing 3rd place on points.
you know, Sam's a really good driver, and he's, you know, a stunt driver. He can put his car anywhere he wants, so I'm not taking the final lightly. I'm stoked to be in the final for sure, but, you know, it'd be really sweet to beat him, so I'm going to try and put it down and take him out.
With characteristic speed and control, Sammy Hubinette quickly accumulated his first million points. But with a truly unfortunate mechanical problem, Hubinette's Dodge stalls coming out of the Undertaker, losing valuable seconds. The Swede finishes his final run with a still impressive 1.3 million points.
Frustrating! He was just starting to die on me, like you get a fuel, like you're running out of fuel. But you know what? Hey, we're here to have fun and give Red Bull fans a big show, and we did, so it was awesome. Yes, we're gonna rub it off. Of course, I want to go and win, and it's not over yet. He's gonna have to go now and beat me, and anything can happen so far. So I'm still stoked, and still part of the game.
Matty Powers. All the work that was gone in, all the sensors, everything worked awesome. The crowd were amazing. Like, man, it honestly couldn't have gone any better, man. Just so stoked.
Round one here, the streets of Long Beach. Wrapping around the exclamation point, moving in the smoke. Oh!
people say this guy is the guy to beat. He is a rookie here in Formula Drift. Can he take it all the way from Japan? Daigo Saito! In the Achilles Radio Lexus S, it's Robbie Bushido Blade Nishida!
Achilles tires is one of the newest tires around, and in my opinion, hands down, it's the best one you can have.
アキレスの 123S、当然グリップがすごく高くて、靴の入りもすごい速くて、タイヤの合成感がすごいあるので。
Daigo Saito, he seems to be the buzz of the paddock. New tire company, new vehicle. Daigo Saito, is he just that badass? Is he just that nasty? Do you think he's going to take people out, or do you think the veterans are like, no big deal?
I've watched Daigo in our Formula Drift Asia Championship, where he dominated the entire field, and now he's moving on and coming here. He's bringing a beast of a machine, and the guy just drives. So it's good. Let's mix it up. Let's scare some guys, and let's see how it goes.
123S は、グリップは本当にすごく高くて、タイヤの合成もすごくあるんでコントロールしやすくて、雨とか、寒い時とかに、なかなか周りの車がタイヤ温まってない時にもうすぐ温まってコントロールしやすいので。
I think the 123S should be a big advantage to any driver out there. The tire grips really well, it's really easy to handle, and it lasts really long too, even under a lot of horsepower.
In the Achilles Radio Lexus SC430, which Formula Drift Rookie of the Year in your 2012 Formula Drift Champion, Daigo the Ninja Saito.
アキレスタイヤ最高です。
That's right, it's the best you can have.
アキレスタイヤ僕にとって最強の武器です。
Yep, whatever you just said.
Hi, I'm Bruce Tannock. I drive the Achilles Radial Rocket Bunny S13. We're down here in Christchurch for round 5 D1NZ.
Hey, I'm Andrew Redwood, down here at D1NZ round 5 Christchurch at Ruapuna Park Raceway, driving the Achilles Radial Drift Team RX-7, and going to put on a good show for everyone. Christchurch, cool track, probably one of the best in the country, and it's definitely the longest section we have, so definitely putting the tyres to the test and using the Achilles 123s today. Just decided to use them all the time now, as opposed to changing back and forth between the less grippy ATRs and the real grippy 123s, and just loving it, Real consistent, and just making sure I put down some good practices before we get into qualifying.
Yeah, coming down to Christchurch Ruapuna, the circuit, or the drift section I should say, is really, really cool. It's got nice flowing corners, very technical as well though. Yeah, been on the Achilles Radial for about three and a half years now, since I've run the S13. We've stepped up to the 265 123. Like I said, it just provides ample grip, makes the car really drive out of the corners, and makes the basically sideways grip exceptional. But the best thing about the 123 is when it burns down to virtually no tread, it still smokes and it still has some pretty good traction as well, so it's a bit of a bonus for us. all the ATR radials come with a Formula Drift logo on them now. Basically the sponsor of Formula Drift in America, Asia, and as you can see, like New Zealand champion runs on them. It's a very popular tyre, and everyone gets consistent results out of them. It's quite funny over the season as they've seen Andrew's performance, especially more and more guys are now getting onto the 1, 2, 3. We've got probably 6 or 7 drivers here this weekend, so it should make things really interesting.
Yeah, the points are getting closer and closer and closer, so it's just driving us to, go that little bit extra hard and just try and, take those risks and get up there in the points as everybody else is pushing too. So it really helps to, just have a car that can be there for me all the time, When I need the power, when I need the grip, it's always there.
Just bought a Cadillac, rich boy sitting real. No slick, just bought a Cadillac. Just bought a Cadillac. Just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy sitting real. Check shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac. Take it to the top, top, 2-color flip flop, and the red lollipop. But I still got my Glock cock, new money, motherfucker. Don't you see the big knot? Don't you see the big tie? Don't you see the big grills? Wonder who they hating on lately, baby. This hill, candy paint, gated skin seats, call me Dundee. Hope in your hood, I'm the one that you wanna be. Niggas with that crew up in the wood in my 83. Ride with them tits on the motherfucking nose. With bitch boys, with a brick, hope niggas wanna check shit tight, no snakes, just bought a Cadillac. Just bought a Cadillac. Just bought a Cadillac. Real boys with a brick, niggas wanna check shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac. Just bought a Cadillac. Just bought a Cadillac. So fuck them niggas what they on the truth, hating on the bridge, cause my next skate when it's moving. When I pull up, I'ma park right at the front, pour lean in my cup, got perp in my blood, I'm a real pimp, bitch, I ain't playing like a trick, just bought a new nigga, put the thighs on that bitch, boy, really quick, fuck niggas wanna check, shit tight, no shit, just bought a Cadillac, hit the block on some new $10,000 real, kinda explain how I feel, touch your gate on me. Got peanut butter, ice cream, hit a red seat. Just got a fresh cut, now we looking for the freaks. Take a bag in the beach, like a drop, good dogs. I'ma show you how to ball, middle finger to the loud. Some boys do niggas what they wanna do. Hating on the play, cause my next skate 22. When I pull up, I'ma park right at the front, pour lean in my cup. Got burp in my blood, I'm a real pimp, bitch. I ain't playing like a trick. Just bought a new leg and put the thighs on that bitch. Boy, sell it quick, fuck niggas wanna check shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac.
The Terra Grappler All-Terrain offers a year-round all-terrain performance while providing comfort with minimal road noise. Deep sipes and lateral voids were carefully arranged to effectively channel away water. The tread features coupling blocks for improved dry traction and handling. The Nitto Terra Grappler has outstanding key features for all-terrain and all-season performance. The balanced void ratio contributes to off-road and on-road handling. Staggered shoulder lugs improve traction in sand and loose gravel. Siping helps resist hydroplaning and contributes to outstanding all-season traction. Select sizes are available in higher load ratings to meet heavy-duty light truck demands. If you're looking for a tire that can do it all, you'll find the Terra Grappler All-Terrain a perfect fit for your truck. Nitto Terra Grappler, available at a Nitto tire dealer near you.
Coming into this race, we are leading the points for the National Series and the Western Series, looking to finish out the National Champions. This car with the independent front suspension works really good in the desert. The wide open, high speed, rough sections, it just soaks it up. These open spaces will give us a chance to make up some time on everyone, and it's really good course for us. In 2012 King of the Hammers, we qualified second. We're out to a good start, but we had a mechanical failure with the steering. Really got a lot of miles on the car. The car's been reliable, and we're just looking to come back to Hammers next year and get that win. November and December, just really getting to know the car and the rocks and pushing it to its limits, find out what it will and will not do so we can be stronger. King of the Hammers has more rocks than any of the other racetracks we see. In the rocks, there's a million chances to do something wrong or break something, and you got to be spot on and not make any mistakes, and make sure you keep your car together and keep moving all day long to be consistent and be up front where you need to be to win it.
Mel Wade with Off-Road Evolution, Eagle Manufacturing. He's going to be one of the only guys racing stock body vehicle in King of the Hammers. He's running a four-door Jeep JK. It's a 2007. This will be his third year competing this year. He's definitely going to make some changes, go a lot faster. He's not going to be as polite, which you don't need when you're racing. He's definitely going to finish this year.
Hi, I'm Derek West. We've been doing pretty good. Won qualifying 3 different times. We've yet to get an overall, so we're kind of shooting for that today. Past few years, we've been developing, our car and tweaking and tuning that. And I plan to stick with this car for next year's King of the Hammers race. Having the GPS fail last year was a major problem, so my goal next year is to run 100% of that course. These Ultra 4 cars are very, very versatile. King of the Hammers this year, which is a combination of the desert racing where you're going very fast to the desert, you just need your suspension to mainly cycle up and down, and then you get into the rocks where you have side-to-side movement. Coming into Chocolate Thunder, we got a bunch of traffic. Just everybody loses their cool and starts to go crazy and tries to run over each other and they break. So for me, these races, that's always what's the most challenging. It's not the obstacles, it's when you get in that situation trying to be smart and think your way through. If you get fatigued mentally or physically, either one, not only do we have to keep this car in good shape, I have to keep myself. Qualifying is going to be an important part. I've got to qualify towards the front. I don't know that I necessarily want to be number 1, but that's about 10. After this race here we're doing today, focus is King of the Hammers. What do we have to do to get to the front of that race?
A wheel alignment, or simply alignment, is a service procedure that greatly enhances the performance and longevity of your vehicle's tires. During the procedure, the proper setup of the suspension and steering parts are measured and adjusted to the factory recommended settings. An accurate wheel alignment is critical to optimizing tread wear and performance from your tires. Regular wheel alignments are a wise investment, often saving you money in the long run by preserving the longevity of your tire's tread. Wheel alignments should be considered routine preventative maintenance. How often you need an alignment depends on several factors. Here are some of the key indicators. Check your tires frequently. If you observe uneven tire wear, this could be a sign that your vehicle is out of alignment. Out of alignment conditions occur when the suspension and steering systems are not operating at their desired angles. Out of alignment conditions are most often caused by wear and tear on suspension parts. They can also be the result of an impact with a pothole or curb, or a change in ride height, lowered or raised, on any vehicle regardless of age. Your vehicle's alignment should be checked whenever new tires or suspension components are installed and anytime unusual tire wear patterns appear. The alignment, as well as any potential damages to the tires, should also be inspected after the vehicle has encountered a major road hazard or curb. Among the suspension settings that need to be measured and adjusted are camber and toe. Here is a definition of each and its influence on a vehicle and its tires. The camber angle identifies how far the tire tilts inward or away from vertical when viewed directly from the front or back of the vehicle. Camber is expressed in degrees. A positive camber setting tilts the tires away from the center of the vehicle. A negative camber setting tilts the tires inward toward the center of the vehicle. The toe angle marks the exact direction that the tires are pointed when compared to the center line of the vehicle as viewed from directly above. The vehicle's toe is one of the most critical alignment settings affecting tire wear. A toe angle that's off its appropriate setting can quickly damage a tire. Consider that if the toe is just 1/16 of an inch off of its appropriate setting, each tire on that axle will scrub almost 7 feet sideways every mile. As you can see, proper alignment is critical to maintaining your tires. What else should you consider as part of regular tire care? Tire rotation is another service procedure that can improve the performance and longevity of your vehicle's tires. Regular rotation of your tires extends their useful life by repositioning them around the vehicle to compensate for the fact that each tire will naturally wear at varying rates. If your tires are showing uneven wear, ask your tire dealer to check for and correct any misalignment, wheel tire imbalance, or other mechanical problems involved before rotation. Refer to your vehicle owner's manual for rotation recommendations. If no rotation period is specified, tires should be rotated approximately every 5,000 miles. Sometimes front and rear tires use different pressures. After rotation, adjust tire inflation pressure to the figures recommended by the vehicle manufacturer. The proper way to rotate your tires depends on the type of vehicle you drive and the tread pattern of your tire. Consult your vehicle owner's manual, then speak with the experts at your local tire store and make tire rotation a regular part of your tire maintenance.
I looked out the kitchen window and I saw this bloody big white truck. And I thought either the neighbours are bloody moving or maybe a pop group's coming to town. I had no idea this sort of thing went on in racing. And I can see the way the guy drives that car. He's at the top of his game now, this guy. I don't know, is it Mike? Is that his name?
We are at the base of the Crown Range, which is a pretty picturesque and iconic piece of road that runs between Queenstown and Wanaka.
Pretty frickin' pumped after that first little run. For a 50% run, was.
I tell you what, that's done what about 1 billion people probably wanted to do on that piece of road. It's got to be the best bit of road in the country.
It's a road that they don't shut down very often, so it's pretty sweet to have this opportunity and put Mike through his paces on it.
Original drifting, how it started in Japan, was racing over the mountains, and exactly that was just going so fast that the cars would break traction.
So what we're doing now is we've closed the road at both ends. We're just making sure there's absolutely no public and making sure that everyone's gone, really, because as you can see from the film, he's going too fast to have anyone anywhere near us.
There's one zone where it's like rock wall, so trying to get as close as I can to it. That time got maybe a little bit too close. Nothing about it. Spray cam won't fix.
Just a light kiss.
Yeah.
So the ones that were really working were that section we got going where he'd overtake us just coming into that corner. So we've got a range of cameras. We've got a Cineflex up in the sky on the chopper.
Yeah, occasionally he's dragged off the helicopter, which doesn't happen very often. But I guess when something's got 4 rotary engines bolted together, it's probably going to have some horsepower.
So the key to good Cineflex is you need a really good operator, and you need a really, really good pilot, and an amazing producer.
Then we've got a bunch of GoPro Hero 3s, which are getting rigged throughout the interior of the car.
And just trying to put them in sort of unique places where you may not necessarily have seen the car from before.
The very cool camera we've got on the ground though is the Phantom, so we can shoot 2,500 frames per second.
Yeah, those sort of speeds you get some pretty cool stuff. You get flames and ultra slow motion because it's a little bit wet today. You know, you get a lot of the water kicking out of the back of the car.
Then we've got Ben Ruffle, our DP, it's shooting on a Scarlet camera, and he's getting on and off the chase vehicle. So the idea with the chase vehicle is that we're really just looking for little moments.
Yeah, I'm really just focused on the monitor, so you don't realise what you've been doing until you cut, and then you realise what's going on.
Weather like this is good for my guys. They don't have to change so many tyres, but obviously it adds to the performance of the car a lot slower. And saying that, I'd say we still would have got to 140 in the super tight switchback section. So yeah, sun's going to come out and then we're just going to really lay some smoke and rubber up Crown Range, which is going to be awesome. Now obviously with dry conditions it's uber fast. We're running a 4:3 ratio in the rear end, so we're maxing out 232 kilometers an hour, so it's freaking, this is the fastest car's ever been on a narrow road with bush and paddocks and cliffs on each side.
It does make me a little bit nervous. Some of the corners are quite tight, and you know, I know he always pushes at 110%.
Oh, it's definitely scary. Yeah, that's the adrenaline is just pumping the whole way. Oh yeah, it's a dream. Words can't describe how insane that was. That first section was super challenging. The next section we maxed out 6th gear down some of those straights. It's like race time attack sort of styles. And then getting into the 3rd section where we just had the best skies, the best weather, the best car, the best team, the best crew, and just executed something that's going to be just amazing to watch.